emerges as a major investment destination for Korean firms. From 1980 to December 2021, South Korea has invested a total of $7.27 billion in India. South Korean companies like Samsung, LG, and Hyundai have manufacturing and service facilities in India. Samsung's research and development centers and manufacturing facilities contribute $12 million annually to India's GDP. To maintain and facilitate such a growth in the future, it's important to bring in bilateral understanding between the two nations. Tamil Nadu Open University has taken an initiative to signing an MOU with Korea National Open University, Seoul in this regard. In fact, India has signed MOUs with South Korea on startups, combating trans-border and international crime, trade facilitation, roadways, and media. There are not that many MOUs between universities to promote mutual academic interest. The bonding between two nations that have a common historical past but have been mostly forgotten in recent times needs fresh input. Korea's early native culture was based on a warrior aristocracy, a shamanistic religion, and a subject class of rice cultivators. Long before the official arrival of Buddhism, for instance, Indian influences already made an appearance in Korea. Hwanan, the legendary grandfather of Dangun and founder of Gogosian, bears a name that was originally used for the Hindu sky god Indra. This indicates that the very foundation legend was colored by traditions from India. Morgan Klippinger suggests through evidence that at a very ancient period, Dravidian and Korean shared a common heritage, and this heritage was reinforced much later by migrations to the Korean peninsula, perhaps in the later years of the first millennium BCE. Samguk-yusa is a collection of myths, histories, and folk tales about the memories of the three kingdoms of Goguryeo, Pakji, and Silla. It tells the story of the rule of these three kingdoms and the stories of before, after, and other states. This is an early record of Dangun period. Samguk-yusa records that the wife of the first king of Gaya arrived by sea from India in 48 CE.
When we think of South Korea, what comes to our mind is these beautiful Hyundai cars and these lovely Samsung mobiles, and then these nice air conditioners from LG and things like that. But when I ask this to a youngster, he'll say, yeah, BTS, K-pop, and all those melodramas of Korean cinema. It is interesting to find out that why do we like Korean film industry or Korean audiovisuals, and why do Koreans actually trust Indians and invest in billions of US dollars? There is a reason behind this, which Professor Kim Byung-mo calls it as transference. Transference, when you say it in Tamil, we may say Purva Janma Thodarbu. So there is some link, an ancient link, that connects Koreans with South India, especially Tamil Nadu. And what is that link that we are going to explore in this series? The South Korean-Tamil Nadu connection also extends to cultural sphere. For example, in South Korea, we see drums which are very similar to what we call parai in Tamil, and udukai in Tamil, and then mirdangam and similar such instruments are very common in South Korea as well. And then the most ancient Tamil string instrument is called yar, which is a harp. And the Koreans still use the harp as a main instrument of play. And the dress, the dance forms, and all those things are very similar. For example, they conduct Chuseok, a day of remembering the elders, is a national festival. And this national festival comes from a very ancient Tamil custom called dolmens. In the dolmens, they put the ancestors and then they visit these dolmens every year or on a particular nakshatra or a particular day, and then they do the rituals. That's transformed in Korea's Chuseok. And during Chuseok, like as we do in Tamil Nadu, they call chokkapane. And then they also have this big fire on a full moon day on a Chuseok day. And the food, if you look at it very carefully, the South Korean food is very spicy like in Tamil Nadu, unlike in Japan and China, where it is not so spicy. And they like pickles like kimchi. Okay, and then what we call korukate, they have korukate, we have purivurundai, they have purivurundai. Rice is a staple food, and for them also rice is a staple food, and they make adai in a very similar thing in Korea. So even if you look at it food-wise, it is very, very similar. So it is not only the cultural things and the food and several other things are very similar between Korea and Tamil Nadu. And lastly, between South Korea and Tamil Nadu, let's talk about the DNA analysis or the genetic link. Professors from Seoul National University has confirmed that the genetic makeup of this ancient queen from Tamil Nadu resembles that of South Asian genomic structure. And so she might have come from Tamil Nadu for all probability. And we need to do more genomics. There is enormous data available currently of the Korean genomic structure as well as Tamil Nadu, and we need to go further. And so to summarize, what Tamil Nadu has contributed to South Korean development is, first of all, there was an international marriage between Tamil Nadu and Korean king. And secondly, there was the first time an international trade was established by the Kaya kingdom. And secondly, for the first time actually, the Queen Sembolam helped them to form a confederation of merchant states, which really helped even in the current development of Korea in the financial sector. And this lady says she comes from a kingdom called Ayutthaya, where twin fish is the symbol of their nation.
안녕하세요. 바바니입니다. 저 인도 사람이고 체내에서 살고 있어요. 저와 한국어 연결은 2009년부터 시작했거든요. 그때 드라마를 많이 봤거든요. 그 드라마를 보다가 다미로와 비슷한 단어들이 많이 들었어요. 그것은 저의 한국에 대한 관심을 또 끌었어요. 그래서 저 인코센터이라는 한국 인도 문화재단에서 한국어를 배우기 시작했어요. 그 재단을 통해 간난 박사님을 만났어요. 간난 박사님이 코리아맨 타밀라니라는 책을 쓴 작가님이에요. 제가 그 다미로 책을 한국어로 번역할 기회를 받았어요. 호왕옥 왕비에 대한 많은 정보를 담기는 책이에요. 이 책은 주로 호왕옥 왕비가 다밀 출신이라는 가능성이 높다는 것을 여러 가지 증거로 알려주는 책이에요. 일련 스님이 편집한 삼국유사라는 책에서 호왕옥의 이야기가 나와요. 그 책에서 그 여왕은 자기가 인도의 아유타라는 도시에서 왔다는 이야기 기록되어 있어요. 근데 그 아유타는 남인도에 있는지 아니면 북인도에 있는지 그 기록이 없어요. 그래서 한국 역사들은 그 아유다를 최근에 옥인도에 아요디아라고 잘못으로 받아들이고 거기서 호왕옥의 기념비를 만들었어요. 그때 아요디아는 작게다라고 불렸어요. 이것은 바로 여왕은 아요디아에서 온 사람이 아니라는 뜻이죠. 남인도 반디아 제국에 아유다라는 도시 있었고 그 도시의 공주는 호왕옥이라는 곳을 갖는 박사님이 자기의 당으로 제기해서 여러 가지 증명을 통해 알려줬어요. 김해에서 나온 유전자 검사 결과도 호왕옥 왕비가 남민도이래요. 우리가 이 관점에서 우리의 역사를 다시 본다면 더 많은 진실을 이해할 수 있을 거라고 생각해요. 이뿐만 아니라 한국은 다문과 문화적으로도 많은 유사점을 가지고 있어요. 다문어의 봉갈 축제는 한국 추석과 비슷해요. 둘 다 감사를 표하는 수확제예요. 대거의 풍습들도 다문과 같은 경우가 많아요. 요리 방식도 비슷한 점이 있거든요. 예를 들어 송편이라는 떡은 다문 사람들도 만들어요. 맛과 형식은 똑같이 생겨요. 신기하죠? 이러한 다문과 한국의 연결은 더 급하게 알아내기 위해 많은 연구가 필요해요. 고고학 조사도 더 열심히 해야 우리의 관계를 최근에 한국어와 한국 문화에 대한 관심이 젊은들에게 많아졌어요. 따라서 한국어를 배우고 싶은 학생들이 늘어졌어요. 뉴델리 자와할랄 네हरू 대학처럼 ಚೆನ್ನ이에서도 석사와 박사 학위를 시작한다면 많은 학생들에게 혜택을 받을 수 있어요. 이러한 좋은 기회를 주신 분들께 감사드립니다. I appreciate this opportunity given to me. Thank you.
In fact, royal lineages in Korea established connections with Indian nobility long before the heyday of Silla, as legendary evidence bears out. In the Samguk-yusa, Leon wrote that Kim Suro, the first king of Gaya, married a princess Hyo Hwang-hok from Oita from India in the year of 48 Christ era. In the book Voices of Foreign Brides by Chung Soon Kim, he mentions that the first queen of Gaya came from India. However, he did not mention that the two queens after him were of Indian descent as well. It's noteworthy that a memorial has been erected to Queen Hyo Hwang-ok in India. Kim Byung-mo, an anthropologist from Hanyang University in Korea, established in 1998 a formal connection between India and Korea by erecting a memorial for her in Ayodhya. A sister city connection between Ayodhya and Kimhae in Korea has been established as well. Thus, Hyo Hwang-ok becomes the originator of Himhae Kim clan with surnames Him, Hyo, and Lee, accounting for more than 6 million Koreans. Kim Byung-mo's linkage of Korea and Ayodhya relies heavily on twin fish motif. He observed some hundreds of fish symbols engraved on the gates of Hindu temples, the gates of academies, government offices, military ranks, law enforcement helmets, transportation registration centers, and the like in Ayodhya and Uttar Pradesh. Unfortunately, The twin fish motif of Uttar Pradesh is of recent origin as explained by Dr. Sandhya Nagar of UP State Archives. The state emblem of Uttar Pradesh owes its origin to the Royal Society in the United Kingdom, which approved the symbol in 1916, adorning all UP government files, letterheads, and vehicles and other government stationery, including its publication, using it as seal. Further, the symbolism attached to each of these characters marked their presence in the logo. The pair of fish with the Muslim rulers of Oudh while the bow and arrow identifying Hindu Lord Ram, while the waves marked the confluence of the river Ganga Yamuna. Thus, the fish motif in Ayodhya is of recent origin and did not exist at the time of Hyo Huang Oak. On the other hand, twin fish motif has been associated with Pandyas of South India for an exceptionally long time in history. Professor Combe observes regarding the royal fish emblem of the Pandyas in their flag, it is to be noted that there is a small fish, silver in color, and always glittering in the waters. The fish is called Kayal by Tamil word. It is otherwise called as mean. Tamil word for fish deriving its root from the Tamil verb min, which means shining. Since the Pandya king has the mean emblem in his flag, he is called Meenavan, which means king with fish emblem. The chief deity of this dynasty is Meenakshi or Kayarkanni, which means deity with fish-like glittering eyes. It's natural for a sea-trading nation to have Kayal as a state symbol, and it's obvious that for a state like Uttar Pradesh, which is landlocked, might have derived this symbol later in history as observed earlier. If early Pandyas had settled in Korea, naturally they would have carried their motif to Korea. The Kaya Confederation of Korea might have derived its name from another meaning of Kayal in Tamil, which also meaning marshland. Kayal Pattinam and Pattinapalai are names widely used in Tamil Nadu. Interestingly, Gimha area where Kaya existed is still marshlands. There's a stone inscription in Trikonamalai, supposedly left by Sadayavarman Veerapandiyan, vouching the fish motif belonging to the Pandyas. The twin fish motif is found only in areas where Kaya Federation existed in Korea and not in areas where Goguryeo, Bagji and Silla ruled, confirming that Kaya Federation was linked to the Pandyas with the twin fish motif as their royal emblem. The Korean flag has yin-yang symbolism, which is even derived from twin fish motif. Yin-yang symbolism is prevalent in Pandyan temple all around Tamil Nadu, indicating a strong Indian connection. Though Korea and India are far apart, they are close by culture, history and language. It was proposed for the first time by Homer Basilil Hubert, an American missionary journalist and political activist, in his book entitled A Comparative Grammar of the Korean Language and the Dravidian Language of India in the year 1905, that there exists a linguistic connection between Tamil and Korean. Morgan E. Klippinger gave a detailed comparison of Korean and Dravidian vocabulary in his article Korean and Dravidian Lexical Evidence for an Old Theory. Julina in K-Drama blog gives a table with comparable words between Tamil and Korean, including the most important personal pronouns and words of relationship such as Appa for father and Amma for mother. Additionally, both these languages are agglutinative, follow SOV order, follow same syntax and word order, follow postposition instead of preposition as shown in the video. Nadahal or hero stone worships was in vogue in ancient Tamil Nadu. There are several references in Sangam poems of pre-Christian era about Nadugal. The following poem by Mangudi Kilar in Purananuru declares that the tribe in question will worship only those heroes who lost their life in fighting an uncompromising enemy riding a mighty elephant, and will never compromise for a god who will accept paddy seeds as an easy offer. Sangam literature also has an instance of a woman cleaning up a dolmen with cow dung, hinting at cult of a dead, whereby these burials were worshipped and regularly maintained. Dolmens were popular both in Korea and Tamil Nadu in the Stone Age. Tamil Nadu and Kaya are uniquely connected by a burial custom using mud pad. Burial urns are not found in Ayodhya or in any other parts of Korea. Habit of leaving slippers outside the house, bowing in front of elders as a sign of respect. Similarities in the movement and number of members in Korean drum dance and Tappatam in Tamil Nadu. Hanging the green chilies outside the house to ward off spirits. Playing 5 stones game by girls. Similar food cuisine like rice cakes, rice puff and lentil cakes. Habit of eating food along with pickle, kimchi. Eating rice as their main food. Similarities in hairstyles of buns and ribbons between Tamil and Korean mothers and old ladies. Amazingly, in the Far Eastern region, Korea is the only country having a spicy food habit as Tamils in India. Food items are compared as shown in the video. Especially the yar or Tamil hop had been mentioned profusely in Sangam literature. Similarly, Parai is an icon of Tamil culture. These instruments and others are comparably visible in Korean music. Marriage in Korea, as in Tamil Nadu, is considered as a relationship between families rather than individuals, as opposed to the Western system. The staple diet is rice for Koreans and Tamils. Hence, several food items are similar in both cultures, such as rice cakes, rice puff, lentil cakes, like Kolkattai, Pori Urundai, Adai, Idli in Tamil. Others, Yaksik Pongal, Yo Gang Jiong, Elumitai, Magyoli, Sundakanji. Tamils have a harvest festival as that of Chosek, the Korean equivalent of Tamil Pongal. These habits could have arisen in these distinct lands through constant interaction and cultural exchanges. Dr. Seo Jeong-sun of Seoul National University and Kim Jong of Halim University, Korea, have decoded the entire genetic codes of ancient Korean remains and found that Koreans have DNA traceable to South or Southeast Asia ethnic groups like Tamils. This path-breaking research needs to be continued on an elaborate way from DNA samples of Koreans living in Chennai and Tamils living there. More serious research is needed on the linguistic connections between Hangul and Tamil. The observations of Homer Basilil Hulbert, Suzumo Ono, and Morgan E. Klippinger need to be confirmed with modern linguistic approaches. The travelogue of Hyecheos needs to be scrutinized for Tamil connections. There is a claim by some Koreans that the stone pieces supposedly brought by Hyo Hwang Ok to Korea are not seen anywhere in Korea except in India. This needs to be proved. Serious research by scholars from Korea and Tamil Nadu must be undertaken to prove the ancient connections. For example, Kim Suro was recognized as Iron King. Iron artifacts from Gimhek excavations and Tamil Nadu excavations need to be examined. Who was Hyo Hwang Ok? Was she fair, dark, or mixed? How shall we call her? Suryaratna or Chembavaram?